Welcome back to another video. Today is day 19 of the 31-day affirmative music challenge. I hope you've been enjoying the videos, and if you need to catch up, please feel free to do so. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And feel free to drop down below any affirmative songs you like to listen to either uplift your spirits or put you in a safely reflective mood. Shout out to a smooth introduction. Something is on my heart that I feel like I just need to drop. And I'm going to be very vague, but I never want to pretend to be holier than thou or without flaw or without doubt or second guessing. And today I did something. There was an opportunity where I could be of service, and my intuition just did not align with that. And I feel really weird about it. You know, if you have any thoughts on moments where you can be of service and you don't, how do you process that? Thank you. Today we are going to look at a song. I don't know where I first heard this song. I keep trying to remember, but the song is Spring Cleaning by Byrie. And I wanted to read this answer to a 2024 interview with Wango Okon. And the question was asked to Byrie, what's one piece of advice you'd go back in time to give your 18-year-old self? And the response was, seek respect for who you are instead of love for who you're not. You are naturally kind and a natural light. You don't need to prove yourself or lessen yourself for the right people. You belong without trying. I was thinking of, I went to Afropunk one time, and somebody, it was like the same sentiment, like, what would you tell your younger self? And I was just like, you'd be all right. This is a way better response. This is why we love the many versions of ourselves. So I am going to get into the lyrics and we will chat a bit. But I really like this song. Short, sweet, very like talk your mess, very like for the witchies and spiritual girlies. This is right up our alley. So the chorus is, I'm getting lit, they talking ish, they never fool me. Walk with a limp, clap in a B if they think I never quit talking my ish back on my bully. I never quit talking my ish back on my. I really be doing this like I don't curse, but okay. So the first verse. She thinks she poppin' cause she got a following. She changed. No, we ain't proud. She don't even reach out to see how we doing these days. She better humble herself cause all of the homies been saying she lame. Now usually I let the birds chirp, but I got time today. I mean, change is good. I love that like idea, like, oh, when someone tells me I changed, thank you. Like, thank you. I so appreciate you recognizing that I have grown and evolved in a way that may not align with the version of me that exists in your head, but that tells me that I've shifted. I'm still processing how like friendships have been for me in my life. I haven't done the best job of communicating, but this to me sounds like, you know, being around people who you no longer align with and them not being able to accept that. So first off, F being humble. God don't tell me to shrink, she tell me to grow. Made some new friends in a hustle, ain't gotta explain ish, they already know that when you destined for greatness, gotta get rid of that fake ish. Like friends that be secretly hating. So be listen close when I say this. I mean, that line eats. F being humble. God don't tell me to shrink. She tell me to grow. Mostly because we've feminized godliness. Yeah, I mean, that's like also the conditioning of keeping women small, right? Is we do it to each other. It can be wrapped in this bow of like, I'm caring for you. I just don't want you to get beside yourself whole time. Friendships are such an important intimate relationship that also requires a lot of nurturing and care. And I didn't. I'm just learning that in my life. I don't want to have so many expectations for a person, and I'm inevitably disappointed, and there's like unnecessary rupture, right? Like if I can lessen my expectation, not standards, if I can lessen my expectation, then there may be some more harmony that can come in the relationship. Love ain't wanting me round when the be you round don't be lifting you up. I've been tired of standing in shadows to make you feel good enough. Talking about she acting fake, but I looked at my log. You ain't calling months, ain't even text me once. But I ain't tripping, I'm winning, I can't even front. You gotta learn to not take things personally, because I feel like sometimes you just gotta be like, alright, bro, like, you got it. Shrinking ourselves in friendships as well, hiding behind bigger personalities, right? Or being the chameleon, right? And it's a mutual thing, like it's a give and take. So I think this is like one of those songs where it's just coming to the realization of the role that you've played in somebody's life, and learning to set those boundaries and being able to see them for who they are and see yourself for who you are. This is spring cleaning for the soul. Cut the weeds, let it breathe, let it grow. If you gotta grieve, let the water flow, trickle down to the seas, let them grow. If they enemies, God, let me know. Help me keep my peace, help me glow. Help me keep my peace, help me glow. Let me be peace. And then we go back to the chorus. Spring cleaning for the soul. And you're getting in there. You're rearranging, you're labeling, you're putting things into piles, you're donating, you're reflecting. You're creating the environment internally that you want to be reflected externally. Grief is such a process. Everybody's process is different. But I do think it's so important. There's a really good website, Good Grief. I'm going to link it as well. Understand that something is painful and safely explore that pain so that what's supposed to come from that you're able to retrieve. And you're able to make peace, and you're able to give love and receive love. We can grieve so many things, like the notion of a more collaborative experience where you're given examples, you're given insight into the things that serve you and the things that don't serve you, and you have the opportunity to make changes that best fit your ideal. I have a challenge for you. Look at a picture of yourself from a celebratory moment 4 to 5 years ago, and then look at a picture of yourself now from a celebratory moment, whatever celebratory means, and see what differences you notice. So thanks for listening today to today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Much love. Stay blessed. I really love to hear your feedback, and you are worthy. You belong without trying, in the words of Byron.